Hi everybody, welcome back to Teachers Learning Lounge with Jody. I hope that you've had a wonderful either working day or a weekend, maybe you're even in summer right now, but I hope that you can sit in the cozy chair or in a beanbag and you grab your favorite beverage and that we can learn a little bit together. Today, we are going to focus on relationships at school, specifically how to help students create healthy student-to-student relationships. This is part 2 in a 3-part series on relationships. If you have not had a chance to listen to part 1, which is teacher-to-student relationships, or part 3, which are teacher-to-teacher relationships, please go to my YouTube channel and look up relationships in the school. What can we as teachers do to help our students create healthy and meaningful relationships with each other? We know that when students feel that they belong, when they're seen, when their peers know their name, it excites them to be in the same room. And that is what we're looking for today as we study a little bit about how to help students create positive relationships with each other. So I have some strategies. I have 4 strategies today that I want to share with you. First one, create a community where students feel seen and heard and their presence matters. So if I am a student who walks into a math classroom, maybe at the junior high or high school level, and the way that the class is structured is that we sit down, we don't talk to other people, we take out our homework, we correct our homework, you listen to me lecture you, you're supposed to work in silence doing your math problems and leave after you've turned in your homework. That doesn't give any opportunity for a classroom culture to even be created. The first thing that you can do then is to create this community in your classroom. Make sure that there's been a huge shift in teaching approaches from maybe the 80s and 90s where the teacher was at the center, right? The teacher was the one that orchestrated all the things. And we've shifted it now to where the students, we're trying to teach students now to be in charge of their learning. And this doesn't mean that we say, hey, you go do your own thing. We have to do all the guiding. We have to set up the classroom culture for students to be able to ask questions, to be able to work together with each other in ways that are effective. So the first thing that I would ask or challenge you to do is, what are you doing to create community in your classroom so that students have opportunities to interact with each other? What kind of partner work, or sometimes I say elbow work. What does your elbow partner think? Sometimes it can feel a little bit like organized chaos when we have students interact with each other and when they're trying to problem solve together or be creative together. But that is part of the learning, and that's the messy part and sometimes the chaotic part that really has big wins on the back end of it. Second, what are we doing to help our students practice talking to each other appropriately? I think this one is really interesting. I spent 22 years teaching junior high, and I spent 5 years in the high school. And some of those were high school and junior high at the same time because I'm not 70 years old. And one of the things that I found is some of our students, they don't know how to appropriately communicate with each other. And there are some things that we can do. We can teach them how to interact. We can give them questions that they can ask or question prompts that they can start using in class. And then sometimes for some of them, we can even model how this would be outside of our classroom. Let me give you one example from my career. I taught German for over 20 years. And one of the things that I loved to teach my students was how to invite each other to do something and how to accept the invitation and also how to decline the invitation. And this really was fun to practice in another language. First, how do we do this in English? And the students, it was really fun to hear them talk about how they ask each other. And some of them they froze. They're like, I don't even know how to do this. But we gave them them tools. We gave them opportunities to invite each other. And they were doing this in German. And I taught them how to say, hey, I would love to. Or that sounds fun. What can I bring? I would love to go. What time does it start? Or where is it? Or can I pick you up? Or whatever. I also taught students a little bit how to decline invitation. Oh, I'm so sorry. That doesn't work. Will you please invite me again? And for some of the students, it was kind of the first time saying things like this. And when you hit junior high, you start kind of being invited to go to more junior high type activities. But I've had students over the years tell me that that actually was really helpful for them. I also taught students how to disagree respectfully. I taught them little phrases like, I hear what you're saying and I respectfully disagree. Here is my opinion. So sometimes just giving our students tools to know how to talk to each other without being offensive or without making others feel badly is actually a really great life skill that they can take from our class, and they can be successful with their peers outside of class as well. Okay, number 3. If we want our students to have good relationships with each other, we have to create opportunities within our classroom structure for them to be able to talk to each other. A few minutes ago, we talked a little bit about the math example. If I just come into a classroom and I'm supposed to shut up and listen, do math, turn it in, that is never going to create communication skills and connection skills. So please be thinking, what can I do in my classroom to create discourse? In a math classroom, why aren't we solving problems together? How would you approach this problem? And you know what? What if they get the first 5 out of 9 steps right? Well, what happened on step 6? And now you have other perspectives coming in. What did you think about this book? Why did this character do this? You can take every content and you can help them create opportunities to talk and to process with each other. 4th strategy, always teach students to do what they say they will do. I think this is such a powerful strategy. Always do what you say you will do. If you say you're going to do this part of assignment, you do it. You show up for each other. What a great skill to be able to be that person in a classroom environment who follows through on what they say they will. It's a great skill outside of the classroom. I hope some of these strategies are helpful to you as you help your students create positive relationships with other students in the classroom. What are the things that you're doing that are effective? Please feel free to leave those in the comments and let's learn from each other. It has been so wonderful to be with you today, and I hope that there are strategies that will make your classroom even more effective than it is right now.